ahead of the 2027 MotoGP season. The internal situation within the Ducati Lenovo team is heating up and becoming a major focus of attention within the paddock. The Borgo Panigale-based manufacturer is reportedly taking strategic steps to secure Marc Márquez's future, while the fate of Francesco Bagnaia remains uncertain. With the contracts of its top riders set to expire at the end of the 2026 season, Ducati is at a pivotal juncture. The decision will not only determine the direction of its long-term project in the face of the new 2027 MotoGP regulations, but also maintain its reputation. Why is Ducati reportedly prioritizing Marquez over Bagnaia for the 2027 MotoGP season? Let's discuss. Marc Márquez is Ducati's primary focus in formulating their long-term plans. His extraordinary performance in the 2025 season, where he remained dominant despite injuries, has made Ducati appreciate his contributions on the track even more. His consistency, experience, and winning mentality are considered to have impacted not only race results, but also the direction of motorcycle development. Ducati views Marquez as a key figure in navigating the major changes to the 2027 MotoGP regulations, including a complete overhaul of the engine and tyre rules. His experience adapting to new bikes and regulations is crucial to keeping Ducati competitive in the new era. Ducati Lenovo team manager Davide Tardozzi confirmed that they have begun initial talks regarding a Marquez contract extension. However, he emphasised that the process is still in its early stages and that they have not yet had detailed discussions. These are just initial discussions. We don't want to rush into any decisions. These negotiations will take time, said Tardozzi. Nevertheless, the signals are clear. Ducati wants to keep Marc Márquez at the centre of their project to maintain their current dominance and provide a strong foundation for the challenging new era of MotoGP. In contrast, Francesco Bagnaia's future appears much more uncertain ahead of the next MotoGP season. The two-time world champion is facing a challenging 2025 season, struggling to match the consistency and aggressiveness of the dominant Marc Márquez and experiencing fluctuating performance. Despite occasionally demonstrating his trademark speed and strong performance, Bagnaia has not been able to maintain consistent results, especially in tight races. However, Ducati has not completely closed the door on Pecco. The Italian manufacturer still hopes that its star rider can bounce back, especially after the winter break and positive results in testing and practice sessions. This situation has led to speculation in the paddock that Ducati will prioritise securing Marc Márquez while expecting Bagnaia to prove his worth as a key pillar of the Ducati project. The uncertainty surrounding this contract has made the MotoGP rider market increasingly dynamic and speculative. Some observers believe this situation could lead to various major scenarios, including Francesco Bagnaia considering options with other teams if Ducati delays its strategic decision too long. In an increasingly competitive climate, future certainty is crucial for every top rider. However, for Ducati, retaining its most consistent rider in the fight for the world title remains a top priority. Still, the team's internal dynamics cannot be ignored, especially given Marc Márquez's presence. Márquez is currently considered the top of the Ducati MotoGP project hierarchy. With both riders' contracts set to expire at the end of the 2026 season, Ducati's MotoGP lineup for the 2027 season will be one of the hottest topics in the paddock. Decisions made over the next 1 to 2 seasons will determine not only the team's direction, but also have the potential to change the entire MotoGP competitive landscape. Amid the uncertainty surrounding Bagnaia's status, rumours have emerged that the Ducati Lenovo team's internal atmosphere is no longer entirely harmonious. According to several paddock sources, tensions have been growing since Marc Márquez's dominance intensified in the 2025 season. Márquez's involvement in the team's project has indirectly displaced the Bagnaia, a Ducati icon for years. This situation has reportedly sparked differing views within management regarding the direction of motorcycle development and which rider should be considered the primary reference. Several technicians who previously worked closely with Bagnaia are reportedly now more focused on following Márquez's feedback. Though not apparent publicly, The relationship between Marquez and Bagnaia is said to have entered a Cold War phase. Both remain professional in public, but the competitive atmosphere behind the scenes is increasingly heated. Every technical decision, from chassis development to engine characteristics, is considered to have political implications within the team. The situation is further complicated by the fact that the 2027 MotoGP regulations will alter the character of the motorcycle entirely. Ducati is under pressure to choose the most effective direction, and Marquez is considered the rider most capable of adapting to these drastic changes. This puts Bagnaia under increasing pressure. This situation puts Ducati management in a difficult position. On the one hand, they have Marc Marquez, who has proven his ability to deliver titles immediately and has had a significant technical and commercial impact. On the other hand, they have Bagnaia, a homegrown talent who has won championships and become a symbol of the Italian manufacturer's long-term success. While some executives still want to retain Bagnaia as a key team member, others believe that the new MotoGP era requires a leader like Marquez. These differing views have fueled the impression of subtle turmoil within Ducati's structure. For Bagnaia, this situation clearly presents immense pressure. In addition to competing on the track, he must prove his worth amid the team's changing direction. Every poor performance now has the potential to weaken his position in contract negotiations, and every minor mistake becomes the subject of significant scrutiny. It's no wonder that many observers believe the 2026 season will be a defining one for Bagnaia. It's not just about winning. It's also about survival amidst the maelstrom of Ducati's immense interests heading into the 2027 MotoGP season. Amid the heated controversy over Ducati's contract, MotoGP legend Max Biaggi revealed a rider with the potential to challenge Marc Marquez's dominance in MotoGP in 2026, Marco Bezzecchi. Biaggi claims that the Aprilia RSGP has rapidly improved and no longer has significant weaknesses on certain circuits. The bike is considered increasingly stable on fast, stop-and-go and technical tracks. Aprilia now has no tracks they truly fear, said Biaggi. Bezzecchi performed consistently throughout the 2025 season, frequently finishing in the front row and achieving podium finishes and victories despite less than ideal team conditions and a lack of teammate support due to injury. Interestingly, amid speculation about Bagnaia's future, Aprilia Racing firmly closed the door. Aprilia CEO Massimo Rivola stated that his team is not interested in recruiting Bagnaia for the 2027 MotoGP season. According to Rivola, the team's decision wasn't about fame but rather long-term project fit. Pecco doesn't need to prove his speed to anyone. He just needs to regain his confidence, and Ducati is the best place for him, Rivola asserted. Was Ducati's decision to prioritise Marc Marquez ahead of the 2027 MotoGP season the right one? Or does it risk jeopardising the team's stability? Let us know your thoughts below.